Hey guys, good to see you again. Hope you had a great 4th of July and stayed safe during that firework display. Also, still a hot week ahead of us, so remember to stay hydrated. Now, we've got a great safety discussion ahead with 2 important topics, so let's get started. Cold saws are a great tool to use for cutting metal. But rather than go through all the ins and outs of using the cold saw, I want to tell you about one specific issue that we have had in the past. And that's blades breaking because they're being used when they're dull. If you use a dull blade on the cold saw, you'll have to exert a great amount of force on the cold saw handle, and that force will transfer to the blade and may cause it to break. One of the things that we've done is put up a sign to identify a cold saw that's been designated for cutting stainless steel material. That cold saw will have a thicker fluid and a blade with finer teeth, which will make it easier to get through the material. Other cold saws for mild steel should still be used the normal way and letting the weight of the blade and the motor do most of the work for you. When working in a manufacturing environment, chances are you're going to use a knife at some point. Well, before you do, let's cover some safety information. The first is wear cut-resistant gloves. Knives are sharp and you don't want to get cut. Now, when covering what kinds of knives are permitted and what kinds of knives are not, the first thing to mention is that switchblades are illegal in the state of California and they're also prohibited at ASC, so don't bring a switchblade to work. Secondly, let's talk about fixed blade knives. These are knives which, as the name suggests, have a fixed blade that doesn't fold or retract into the handle. These blades are legal to carry openly in the state of California, and they're also permitted at ASC as long as ASC has provided it to you. So don't bring your personal fixed blade knives from home. Now, a box cutter is another type of knife that you'll see at work. These are permitted to use, however, it is not permitted to take the razor blade out of the holder to use. Razor blades can only be used when they're inserted into the holder. You can pick these knives up at the cage, or if you're in the field, you can purchase them with approval from ASC. Finally, we have what's called a folding knife. Now, a folding knife is, as the name suggests, a knife that can fold back into the handle and it's actually biased towards the closed position. So if you were to press the open button, the knife wouldn't spring open like a switchblade knife. Now, these knives are legal to carry openly or concealed in the state of California, and they're also permitted at ASC. So if you have a folding knife, you're okay. However, if you're at a customer's location, you must get approval before bringing a folding knife on site. And if you do get approval, that folding knife must be carried openly on your side holster so that we're in compliance with all of our customers' policies. And that's it on Knives at ASC. All right, well, that concludes this week's safety discussion video. We talked about ASC's knife policy and cold saw blades. And now, I'm going to use the one knife ASC provides that doesn't require cut-resistant gloves and have myself some lunch. You guys have a great rest of the week. I'll see you later.